Hoi hoi! I got my wish, the heat wave is over and it's absolutely pouring. I can hear thunder outside and it looks like the rain is going to last all day. Which is not that great for me because today is the longest stage in the loop because I'm combining two stages. First there's 22 kilometers downhill to Stara Vizina and then there's 11 kilometers to Bohinjska Bistrica, which is mostly level. So all in all, about 31 kilometers, 33 kilometers, I think. So the longest day and in the rain. I probably won't be filming as much due to the rain. And according to the guidebook, it should take me about 10 hours. Though it might be a bit longer, I think. We'll see. At least it's not hell hot anymore, so there's that. Let's hike. The weather is actually not too bad right now. The downpour turned into a mere drizzle. That's hardly noticeable. So hopefully it will stay this way. So the way marking is abundant again, but some scoundrel had put this signpost in the wrong direction. So I turned it back in the right direction. Hopefully nobody else will go amiss here. Whoever waymarked this section did an excellent job. You have a signpost here and over there a painted waymark on a tree for confirmation, and that is exactly how I like to see it. For anxious people like me, this is perfect. Just a quick stop to take off my rain gear because I think we're done with the rain for the day, which is quite nice because there are still sufficient clouds to block the sun, so it's not as hot as it used to be. And the raincoat was making me also warm and sweaty, so I'm glad to be able to hike in decent weather and not warm and dry. I was just talking to a Dutch couple yesterday about the lack of wildlife I've seen so far. I've seen loads of lizards, got glimpses of deer, but nothing else. And then just now I saw a fox in the field, quite far away, so no use trying to capture it on video. But I do have a kick-ass zoom lens, so I took some photos and hopefully there are some good ones in there. But it was a beautiful sight. Well, it started to drizzle again, so all decked out in rain gear, but hopefully it won't last that long. this isn't fair. The drizzle lasted barely 5 minutes. So now I'm all decked out in warm rain gear and I have to take it off again. I wonder if this is another of these ore cart tracks, because I find it very remarkable that there's basically a track through the rocks all the way down. Kilometers in, time for a short break. I'm in the village of Eureka and still have 9 kilometers to go. The guidebook said this stage would be 7 hours, and initially I thought I could maybe do it faster. I didn't understand why it would take so long, but now with cutting off the switchback, it was quite a rocky path down, so now I'm starting to get it. Maybe the trail from here on out will be a bit easier and I will be faster in Stara Fusina. We'll see. It will be a long day regardless, but at least it's not as hot anymore. So at the ski station, where there's a ski lift up the slope, there's a restroom. I will insert the name of the village here, but it came in quite handy. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's raining in Stara Fusina, but for now the rain is confined to another valley and I'm dry still. It's really striking how all these hay sheds are at the edge of the village. They must belong to a whole lot of different people, but it's beautiful in a way. Even with the excellent waymarking, I got off trail again, but if I take the next right, it's only a short distance back to the trail. I was headed in the right direction anyway, just the wrong road, and the road is fairly busy. So if you do this trail, pay more attention to the GPS than I did. Back on the official trail, just in time for some gravel. But I can see Stara Fusina already. I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference distance-wise. And when I get there, I'm going to take a nice long break, rest my feet for the last 3 hours to the next village. I've made it to Stara Fusina in just under 5 hours, which is 2 hours faster than the guidebook says, with 7 hours. I'm not sure why, because with all the videotaping and changing in and out of rain gear, I was even slower anyway. But well, now let's find a pub or a terrace where I can get a drink, take my shoes off and some belated lunch, but of course I'm getting hungry. I had some muesli bars. There's some really nice ones in Slovenia with yogurt coating, so that's what I've been having for lunch. But now I want something proper. a lovely long lunch break where I ate some pancakes, which are normally served as dessert rather than lunch or dinner like in the Netherlands. But they were very tasty. I'm very happy. So now it's 3 hours to Bohinjska, Bistrica. If the time slots in the guidebook are accurate, it's supposed to be fairly easy again. My feet are feeling a bit stiff after this rest, and my socks are also a bit wet from this morning and all the grass that I've been having. But it's still dry, and that's the most important thing. So let's get going. When I was at the lake just now, I wanted to put on my hat. And surprise, no hat. It turns out I'd left it at the restaurant, I think. And at that point I was 20 minutes out. So going back and forth would have been 40 minutes. And I didn't want to spend that much time. I didn't like the hat anyway. As far as hats go, it was a nice hat. It kept the rain off my glasses. But it was also quite warm, and yeah, it was a hat, so no sentimental item. And since only 3 more days, anyway, so I hiked on until the next village where I saw a bike rental. So I rented the bike for an hour and went back to the restaurant. No hat, so someone must have taken it, I think. And it's a shame, because the hood of the rain jacket is not as comfortable for my glasses as the hat was. So maybe I'm a convert, and when I get back I will buy a hat anyways. But for now I'm a bit bummed out that I've lost my hat. It seems the trail is going into the rain. So the drizzle has turned to serious rain. Well, at least I'm no longer complaining about losing my ice towel. I can see Bohinjska, Bistrica behind the trees, so it's getting close now, as it should, because I'm 30 kilometers in. And I must admit, I'm getting a wee bit tired. I'm feeling my feet. Unfortunately, the hostel is on the edge of town, so I don't have to go all the way through the village. And I must admit, if I see a supermarket, then I best go in right away, because once I take my shoes off, there's no way I will ever get them on again tonight. Hoi hoi! Well, I made it to the hostel, which is a very nice place and has a bit of a homely feel, though not as nice as the hostel Klarna. I've had a shower, I've had dinner, bought some groceries, including some more muesli bars with yogurt coating from Fruit Bella I was so very fond of. I also bought a new hat, not necessarily against the sun, but against the rain, because it's really more comfortable to keeping my glasses free of rain droplets. I'm not going to do anything else tonight, no editing, no reading, just lying and relaxing and letting my feet recover. Tomorrow is a shorter day, 15 kilometers I think, only with one big ass mountain halfway up and then down again. See you tomorrow.